When my boyfriend and I finally ended up together, we still lived 5.5 hours apart. I miss you already.
Same, especially near
with his mom near Hamburg and me near Berlin in a shared apartment with my ex. And how did this happen?
You've already made a 1-hour animated film about it, so can you skip to the end?
Can you just be my boyfriend already?
Okay.
Sounds like a happy ending, right? But that was just the beginning of what has broken so many couples before and after us. A long-distance relationship. But what makes them so tricky? How do you survive them, and are there perhaps advantages?
No.
Well, let's find out now. Dennis and I had just gotten together, officially with the boyfriend label, and our dynamic would be something like this in an anime. He was the ambitious, straight-A student from a small town who had his life under control. Top of the class at physical therapy school, and the golden boy at his mom's gym. He earned extra money there by teaching step classes and other courses, but his dark and now no longer secret side was me. The daring, long-out edge boy from Berlin.
Potsdam.
Who corrupted him and who constantly skipped vocational school to animate YouTube videos.
That's your definition of edgy and daring?
Yeah.
Well, maybe if your truancy had actual consequences, like getting expelled.
We'll get to that later. Alongside school, I did my practical training in film subtitling. We lasered the subtitles directly into every single frame of movie reels.
Pew pew!
Something like that. And because I was getting a training salary as a media designer, and Dennis wasn't getting one for his physical therapy training, in fact he had to pay for it, I visited him more often during that time.
Can we talk for a moment about how stupid that is? Someone learns how to help people and they pay for it, but you get paid for skipping school and playing with laser guns?
There were no laser guns. But yes, this system was completely absurd. But what was cool about visiting him?
I have a surprise.
Ta-da! What? You have a secret apartment hidden behind your childhood bedroom?
My mom used to rent it out, but she said that if you're here, we can use it.
And use it we did.
So his mom was more relaxed now than she was back then.
Is he trying to corrupt you, Dennis?
No, Mom.
Oh, for sure. And the place was really cute. There was a small bathroom, a mini kitchenette, and a living room with a TV and a fold-out couch where we always slept. And that wasn't all. A second secret door led to a workshop, and behind it was a private spa with a huge indoor whirlpool, 3 meters in diameter, and a sauna, and a shower.
His mother must have suffered a Richard Gilmore awakening.
I paid $40,000 to redecorate her sex house. I bought her sex mattress, her sex box springs.
And you had to visit the rich kid with your trainee salary because…
Hey, that was his mom's, not his. And I'd rather be with him in his wellness paradise than with my ex-boyfriend in our shared apartment. But yes, that time together was incredibly intensive. And making it happen was incredibly cost-intensive. Train tickets costing up to €85 each way on a €350 trainee salary. In addition, the Hamburg to Berlin route is poorly developed, with the last train departing around 10 p.m. That means if you miss your train because you give your bag to a woman so you can go find the toilet, then you forget you gave said bag to said woman, sit down somewhere to charge your cell phone, and when you remember the bag, the woman is gone, and you only find her again at the station exit. She yells at you, and you get slapped in the face. Then you rush to the platform, but the train leaves 2 minutes early right before your eyes. Then, in this purely hypothetical scenario, you would have to hang around the station for 8 hours and wait until the next train leaves at 6 a.m. Which Dennis ended up doing to at least give us a little bit of time together. Just long-distance relationship stuff. Later on, there was also Flixbus, but what you also saved in money, you paid for in time that you couldn't spend together. And in disgust. Seriously, many long-distance bus trips were very involuntarily intimate, sweaty, and served at best as horror story material. That's why my attendance at vocational school became about as rare as a Charizard pull in a Pokemon booster pack. I took on more and more animation jobs, which I did instead of going to school to earn even more money. During those times, my visits to school dwindled and Dennis was with me more often, simply so that I didn't have to waste working time on the long-distance bus.
That all sounds super stressful.
Yeah, but it also makes you realize a lot. The things you would do for the other person. For those few hours together. In other relationships, it can happen that you just let things slide at some point. Low effort, basically. But in a long-distance relationship, both partners have to put in a lot more effort. And even if it's all rather one-sided, this becomes apparent much more quickly in such a situation. But if both partners want it, they keep it going together and know that this is something the both of them really want.
Okay, I'm sold. I guess it's not so bad.
It wasn't. For a certain amount of time. As long as you can simply block out certain things. For example, when one person comes out of a long-term relationship and misses that security, and the other loves freedom and is much less in touch. What if the questions creep in again? Do I give much more than he does? Do I want all this too much? How does one deal with jealousy?
Hey, I'm sleeping at Yume's tonight.
Your ex?
Yeah, she's not feeling well. Is that a problem?
No, of course not.
Don't you have school tomorrow?
Yeah, we're writing a test. Until you realize, oh, fuck, you'll never manage to catch up. You screwed up your entire apprenticeship.
Hey, Yume just asked if she could move in with me for a little while.
And then somehow, everything slips away from you without you realizing that this is only the beginning of the downward spiral.
Wait a sec, I know that tone of yours. Don't
You'll find out what happens after this next time, or by reading the whole story in Secondhand Toy Friend, the book by Dennis and I.
Is it also about...
Yep, Emil and Damian's long-distance relationship, and how it affects the two of them going forward.
Oh!
But be warned, even with them living so far apart, it gets pretty hot.
Does that mean all the scenes are based on you?
Well, you know...
Wait, are you sexting? Wait, that reminds me of...
You can buy the English version of Secondhand Toy Friend in digital form wherever you buy your ebooks. And with that, chew!